What's up, guys? American Ranger. So I just got a lot of things on my mind right now. If you're wondering why the phone is pointed at a candle, it's because I'm sitting down in my room and it helps me think out my thoughts. It's kind of like looking into a, fire, like when you're camping and, you're sitting outside, except I'm sitting in an apartment and usually, growing up as a kid, when I'd go on camping trips, sometimes I would love to sit by the bonfire and just think to myself. And this is sort of kind of like that, except I'm in a bedroom, and this is actually just a little cheap Dollar Tree candle, but still warm and whatnot, put my hand towards the fire and feel the fire. And it's kind of cold in my room, so I'm just kind of snugged up to this candle right here. Got some blankets on me and whatnot. And I've just got a lot of stuff on my mind, as I'm making this video, as I'm going into telling you guys what's on my mind. Basically, ever since I went to jail, not the first time, but the second time, there's just been so much on my fucking mind that it just completely confuses me. And the one big issue to that is the thing that happened between me and my fucking girlfriend. And, there's an old saying that you can, forgive and forget, which is a word that usually gets passed around often. But there's just some things you just can't help but hold a grudge to. Especially when the situation, instead of, de-escalating, it escalates to more problems and more issues get unfold, and then you're fucking, before you know it, you just feel like your life comes down crashing right before your own very eyes, and you can only help but try to heal your fucking wounds and get over the trauma that your life has been put through time in and time again. And the people that were involved with my girlfriend's departure from being with me, people who you have heard me talk about on this channel, such as the fucking piece of shit Tony Lorette, who played a big part in getting me in trouble with the fucking RPD here in my town where I live. And if you ain't seen the first video, I highly suggest you go check it out. It's called How My Life Got Twisted Upside Down Part 1. Well, this is Part 2 of that video. I know I never made a follow-up with it, but now I'm making the follow-up because I decided to get it out tonight because it was on my mind and all that. And I've been watching videos and stuff to help kind of soothe my pain. But, I've had so many friends throughout my life, and I've had a lot of people stab me in the back and betray me and whatnot, but I've never felt such a fucking betrayal like I have with my fucking girlfriend, with how she fucking did me. I come to her during all this when she was still with her ex and when she was still living with her mom, but it was that mom's fucking boyfriend, Tony, who for whatever fucking reason, I never did anything to this guy, never said shit to this motherfucker, and he just had a problem with me. And the first time I've ever met him, like I said, I was outside and it was just me, my girlfriend who was at the time just a friend, and her ex Tyler. And like I told you guys in the first video, which, you know, if you want to go back and watch the video, go back and watch the video. I don't want to repeat all of everything I mentioned from the first video into this video. I just kind of want to get to the straight, narrow point here. You know, and it's like, you know, I having a conversation with them, and then here comes this fucking guy coming outside. And I just, you know, I was inside when, you know, to get the painting that she gave me, which was an early Christmas gift, and that's why I went over there. But lots of other times I went over there, Tony and her fucking mom weren't even there. But just that one time, that one instance of me first meeting this fucking guy, you know, you could just tell from his expression that something was off about him, that he just looked like something was mentally unwell with this fucking guy. Like, this guy was just staring me down like a fucking desert eagle. Like, he just had his fucking eyes on me. And you ever, you know, first time ever meeting someone and they give you this dirty, nasty fucking look, and you think to yourself, what is fucking wrong with this person? And you're not saying anything, and you're just keeping your thoughts closed and your mouth closed, and you're not saying anything, you know? And that's exactly what it was like. And, you know, all I did was, Tyler asked me if I wanted to go outside for a cigarette, and I went outside for a cigarette, and we sit down, we start talking about fucking all kinds of things, video games, whatnot. Because that's really what I went over there for. I went over there to, you know, not only get an early Christmas present, but I went over there just to fucking play video games and shoot the shit, you know, and hang out with him, and, you know, hang out with her. And I never thought, you know, anything would have come out of this, you know, and never thought that her problems would become my problems. And I didn't make her problems my problems. Like, I've always been the person to stay out of other people's, you know, family situations and issues and stuff. But this fucking Tony guy, trying to control a 25-year-old woman and ruining her relationship with her own fucking family, then turning around and talking all this crap about me for no reason at all, because it's like, this guy is obsessed with fucking my girlfriend. Like, the dude is mentally, physically obsessed with her. And I don't know why. And her mother is so fucking gullible and fucking brain dead. Because for those who don't know, her real father, my girlfriend's real father, was arrested for fucking molesting her back in 2012. And I know these are things you don't talk about on the internet personally, but I'm just gonna fucking hold no goddamn silence, and I'm gonna say what's on my fucking mind. I'm gonna get it out there. And I want to tell people how much of a piece of shit her fucking family is, and that fucking Tony motherfucker is, who I've never said jack fucking shit to. I've never even had any conversation with him. And how it went down was, you know, we were all talking and outside, and just me, my friend who later became my girlfriend at the time, and then just her boyfriend at the time, Tyler, and we were just all sitting out there, and here comes this fucking Tony guy. You know, after he gave me that weird look inside the house, and then he decides to follow us outside to come along with us and just smoke with us, and then just start talking about random fucking shit, saying he was in gangs, saying that he ran away from Louisiana as a suspect, or was convicted of something, like making himself sound really shady and crap. And he's telling me, a person he doesn't fucking know from Adam, all this strange shit, and suspecting me to sit there and listen to him. And I didn't know what to say, what to think, and I didn't say anything at all. And then that's when I looked at, Tyler and went and interrupted and just said, hey, you want to go inside and play games? And I don't know if, Tony got offended at what I said. I don't know what his fucking deal was. The fact is, people, back when I threatened him, as I mentioned in the previous video, back in 2022, it wasn't my intentions to show up there and threaten someone I don't fucking know. This guy started a lot of fucking shit with me and my girlfriend. And my girlfriend's family is fucking nuts, okay? Her mother is an enabling, narcissistic, delusional, controlling, manipulative, fucking bullshit and con artist who likes to think of herself as being a good mother who's like really overprotective. But the funny thing is, my girlfriend, being 25 years old, being a grown ass adult, taking fucking orders from a guy who's not her dad, who wasn't even at the time of even telling you the story, he wasn't even living there. This was her mom's house. He had his own apartment.